Howdy, this will just be a quick little video, a short trip. I'm just going to pick up some taters and some a script. So when we went out shopping last night, we forgot the potatoes. So I'm gonna have to pick up some tartars. Oh. Seatbelt. Otherwise the car will just bitch and moan. I probably should tone down the swearing so that way I don't get a YouTube community warning. But to be honest, I couldn't give a flying rat's ass. Doesn't work as well. Okay. Round and round and round. Power to the people. Road trip, but small road trip, if you could call it a road trip, but you never know. She's got some muscle on them at least. Not that I really care one way or the other. Might have to download some YouTube music. So I've got some tunes to listen to. I probably could have won, but nah. I realised too late. Now, when people come around, even on that corner, they tend to take the far lane as well. So, you're better off playing it safe. If you know what these drivers are likely to do, then, well, you know that playing it safe is probably the better option. Like, people turning around this corner should take the closest lane, but they don't. They sometimes take the furthest lane, and that's the same coming from this side and going around that corner. You know, like I just said. Instead of taking the closest lane, they'll take the farthest lane. Which means when I go around the corner and take the closest lane, they go around the corner and take the furthest lane, means they're driving in my lane. And if I plant my foot, I'll probably go up their ass. Bike. Not that it's going to interfere with my traffic. It's a little slow on the shifting, isn't it? But I didn't exactly put her into power mode, so clear. Sounded a bit sporty, but I don't think it's all that sporty. Probably just sounds sporty. And all you need to do is put in a tuned resonance pipe, and yeah, any car can sound better or sporty. That's why my car doesn't sound all that great at the moment, because it's still running the stock exhaust system. Which I think is a 2-inch pipe with 1 and what is it? 1 3/8, I think it is, coming from the exhaust port to the collector. So not very big pipes, no. And of course they're designed to be quiet. They're also supposed to be designed to be fuel economic, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Come on. What a pain. It is a fairly steep corner going that way, but people tend to go slow. One person goes slow, then the second person probably has to go slow as well. Considering most people end up in the far lane because they can't control their vehicle. Well, it's not that they can't control their vehicle, I suppose. Ooh. Yeah, that was a Skyline, I believe. A Nissan Skyline. And it had a fart cannon. So disappointed. Probably had no other modifications to it other than a fart cannon. I'm going this way today. This way. People wanting to cross? Yes. At least they waved. I know you probably can't see. Short intermission there. Nothing really exciting happened. The preview from my phone, I know, is a lot darker than what it's actually recording, so... Presbyterian Hall. Church Hall. Of course it's a church hall. I didn't think it wasn't a church hall. When I was a kid, I was brought up to be a Presbyterian. I have long since renounced that kind of faith. Went my own spiritual path. I mean, Park we want is just here. just past that speed bump up ahead is our parking area, I suppose, driveway. But in order to get there, we have to wait for these numerous, well, 3 cars left to get there. 1 car, or just so it was 4 cars, so about 5 or 6 cars that were piled up here. So yeah, and there's my chemist, and there's Coles, where I'll be going to shop. You know, I suppose you could say it's a bit like Walmart. All shopping markets are sort of like Walmart in one way or another. Woolworths is not Woolworths, Coles is no longer Australian owned. And you really do have to be careful on the eye out for pedestrians along here. Because I tend not to give a fuck. Now I just gotta find a park. That's sort of like, good luck. Well, if I can't find a park, I'll go over into the Coles Park. This is the council park. If you see a park, be sure to yell at your computer screen in time. There's a park there, you fucking faggot! Oops, did I swear? I think I did. Honda Prelude, or Commodores, BMWs, another Honda City. Oh, jeez. Mini Mercedes, Peugeot, Hyundai, Porsche, Cayenne. One more loop around, I suppose. And we'll try the Coles Park. Well, it looks like we missed a park by 1 car. Of learners here, so I've got nothing against learners. We all once had to be a learner. I just hate how they have to reverse in, even though some places tend to have signs that say no reverse parking. Alright. I think we might have a park here, but I don't know. It's hard to say. There might be a motorcycle or a go-kart there. Yeah, it'll do. It's a bit small, I think. Yeah. I was going to replace the bumper anyway. Not that small of a park, but it's not like I can get out now or anything like that, so alright, I'll see you on the return trip. Okay, I'm back and it's a bit dark in here, but anyway, we've got someone lining up for our parking spot, so we've got to kind of hurry things up a bit. And I'm going to have to scratch my bumper bar again, I think. Cutting it close. Oh, right, can't even, I'm not even in frame. There we go. A bit better. Okay, got to go this way. Well, hang on, let me just adjust this without crashing. Anyway, I got my potatoes, got my script. Not entirely happy because I wasn't asked if I wanted generic or not, and they gave me generic, which I didn't want. But once the label is put on, they can't really take it back. That's the problem. And if they can't take it back, I mean, some will argue that they can take it back. It's only just the label, they can peel it off. Technically, you're true. I've dealt with a lot of pharmacies that won't do it. So once the label goes on, they can't take it back, technically. Someone's reversing out. And if you haven't noticed, I put my interior lights on so you can see me. I'm not supposed to drive with interior lights on, but still got to drop some things off at a post box. I've got to be careful because people around here tend to reverse, and I have no idea why, because if you need access to your boot, as in putting groceries into your boot, it makes it awfully difficult. But it does make getting out a little easier, but marginally, I'd say. And it looks like there's other people trying to get out too, so yeah, fantastic. Alright. So, is he going to reverse in? No. Oh, come on, you could have reversed a bit better than that. Was a half-hearted attempt at reversing. But whatever. Exit. Okay, cool. I'm sure you have people that do that too, and they're like barely 5 minutes walk away from a bloody pedestrian crossing or some variation on it, and they decide to bloody walk across the middle of the fucking road. 10 meters either direction of a bloody crossing. Admittedly, I've done it once a few times. Not as often or as bad as others. But that's because I've got a lot more experience in getting hit by cars. Or hitting cars. Or trees for that matter. Yeah. Doesn't really help much, does it? I don't think my thing matters. I'll just move that across to the other side, because all of our bloody signs and everything are on the bloody left-hand side rather than the right-hand side, so I'll probably have to leave it over on that side so that it covers my face by the stop button. And I probably should indicate too, it might help. Then people understand where I'm going and what I'm trying to do, and not gonna go straight ahead. Okay, we'll take the closest one, like you should. I go to that servo quite often. It's quite often cheaper than most other places, but there are cheaper servos around, but you have to travel a bit far out for them. But with 7-Eleven's new fuel app, it saves having to run around a bit. And I'd say you still run around quite a lot. But if you travel in those vicinities anyway, it's good. Train station. Probably should take you guys on a trip of Epping. It's 5:30. Yeah. And we set out before 5. I'm only meant to get potatoes and go back home so we can start cooking dinner. If you're wondering why I've only got 2 potatoes, it's because we're only serving 2 people. And even then, that might be a bit much. I'm going to mash it up anyway, so. Going to have sirloin steak, pork. This guy in front of us is another learner. Yeah, I know the focus isn't all that great at the moment. I don't know why, but in dual camera mode it tries to autofocus all the time. At the moment they're trying to autofocus on the windshield. Okay. The traffic's slowing down, so let's just get out of here. Oh wow, another learner. Fuck. I suppose it's probably around that time of year again.